Welcome to today's Hangout. Always good to see you. And today is Thursday. Some people call this Maundy Thursday. I don't know why. Can someone find out why it's called Maundy Thursday? Today's theme, the beginning bit of today's theme is about feet. Who likes feet? Do you like feet? Do you think they look good? Do you think they look a bit funny? Your different toes. Can I get my different toes? I've got my socks on today. Feet. Yesterday we talked about things that were smelly. Are your feet smelly? Who is your mum's feet? Who has got the smelliest feet in your house at the moment? Have a quick test to see who has got the smelliest feet, and then point at them and go, smelly feet, smelly feet. Or you might have to point at yourself and go, smelly feet, smelly feet. Right, today's challenge is a collecting challenge. You've got 50 seconds to get, are you ready? The 50 seconds is going to start as soon as I finish this list. Get a bowl with some water in it, a towel, a bit of bread and a cup of juice. Are you ready? Go. So this Thursday was a day when Jesus knew was going to be his last day before Friday, when he was going to be killed. And on this Thursday, this special Thursday, lots and lots of things happened. We're going to say some of them now, but we're going to have an extra video that will come out this afternoon, this evening, that will tell a bit more about what happened this Thursday. That Jesus told his followers, his friends, to go and prepare a room. We had the thing over here, didn't we? Go and prepare a room, where the upper room, Jesus said, where we can all sit and we can enjoy a meal together. So that's what they did. They went to this upper room and they prepared to have a meal together. But before they did, Jesus took off his outer clothes and got a bowl of water. Have you got your bowl of water? Got his bowl of water and he started washing his disciples' feet. Now that's a really interesting thing to do, because it wasn't uncommon. People got dirty feet in those days. They didn't wear shoes and socks. They wore sandals or bare feet, and so their feet would have been really, really dusty and dirty and smelly, and it might have had a bit of poo and a bit of mud and a bit of all sorts of things in their feet. And not only that, but the disciples would probably be lying down to eat this food, with their feet sort of behind the person next to them. And so it was actually quite nice if people had clean feet. And normally it was a servant or someone that was paid to do it would come and clean people's feet. But in this Thursday, Jesus took a bowl and he went round cleaning people's feet. Can you clean your own feet? Would you like to clean someone else's feet? It's not nice, is it? But Jesus did that. And his followers, the disciples, knew that this was Jesus serving them. He was showing love to them, showing kindness to them. And Jesus said, as I have loved you, I want you to love others. So we should serve other people. We should perhaps not wash their feet, but we should do kind things and nice things for other people. Not because we have to, not because we're paid to, but because we want to serve other people. Got your towel so you could dry your hands and your feet. Then Jesus and the disciples had a meal together. And at the end of that meal, Jesus took some bread. Probably would have used flat bread that they had then. Jesus took some bread and he said, this bread I'm going to break. And like this bread is breaking, my body is going to be broken. And then he shared it around everyone. And everyone took a piece of this bread and ate it. And Jesus said, do this to remember me. Do this. And so even today, in churches around the world, and in homes around the world, people share a special meal. It's not special because it's marvellous food. It's special because it remembers Jesus. And after they had shared bread, Jesus took a cup of wine. We often just use juice. And he passed it round, saying, this is wine, this is juice. But you know, my blood is going to be poured out. Jesus knew that he was going to die. And he said to people, drink this and remember that my blood was poured out because I love you. During the meal, Jesus looked at Judas and said, go and do what you have to do. After supper, they went out to a garden. Went out to a garden where Jesus prayed. And there's never been a prayer like it. Jesus was saying to God, is there any other way? Is there any other way that this can be achieved? Is there any way? But then he said, but Lord, Father, I want to do what you want me to do, not what I want to do. Yeah, not my will, not what I want, but what you want. And so Jesus prayed and showed that love for his Father. It was really a meal, an evening of love. In washing the disciples' feet, Jesus showed love. In sharing a meal of bread and wine, Jesus showed love and said, this is how you can show your love for me. And then Jesus went and prayed and showed his love for his Father and for the world. Jesus loved loved. And then as night came, Judas arrived with some soldiers, and the soldiers arrested Jesus. And a long, long night was about to begin. The challenge for today: can you wash other people's hands? I know we're meant to be doing a lot of hand washing at the moment. How about washing other people's hands in your house? Perhaps just before a meal, wash one another's hands as a way of serving one another. And perhaps as you have a meal, perhaps choose to take a drink altogether. And do that to remember Jesus. To remember Jesus, who said, I love you. I love you. And I want you to love others as I have loved you. Have a great day. And remember, this evening we'll be putting out a story about 6 o'clock for you to listen to and look at as we continue our Easter week. Have a lovely day.